Welcome back. Ambitious but can't follow through. This is why. Now, if you're having a hard time following through with your big plans, it doesn't mean that you're lazy. It means you're missing a system that turns your drive into results. So I'm going to help you in this video. See if you can relate to this. Saw it on Reddit. I have ambitious goals, but zero follow through. Please help me. I feel stuck in a cycle of distractions and bad habits that's holding me back from reaching goals I genuinely care about. I want to build a stronger athletic body, eat clean and consistently, wake up early, stop wasting time on social media, among other things. Despite wanting these things deeply, I haven't been able to follow through. Instead, I keep falling into the same patterns: binging sugary junk food, waking up late, skipping exercise, procrastinating job applications, wasting hours online. My biggest struggle seems to be a lack of sustained motivation and drive, which keeps pulling me back into procrastination and comfort. I truly want to change. I just don't know how to break these patterns and build discipline for good. Please help me figure out how to overcome my procrastination, laziness, and destructive habits so I can finally move forward. So you're not the only one going through that. Click like if that's something you can relate to. We're going to fix in this video. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight, feel their best without crash diets or guilt. I just dropped this new system. So if you're struggling to follow through, the No Willpower Health Habit System teaches habits to work with your life and not against it. Now, when it comes to reasons for procrastination, laziness, and destructive habits, so called, there can be lots of reasons to that. This is more of a conversation to have with a mental health professional who can dig in and find out, like, if it's pressure from your grades in school, or if you didn't feel like you were good enough, or anything like, and it can be pretty common, and I would say even normal, but it doesn't always help you make effective choices. And that's what I fix as the guilt-free health coach. Now you'll see that the health habits when it comes to eating and exercise and other areas of your life have a lot of overlap in the process. So I teach the health habits so you understand how to break it down and you can apply it to other areas of your life. That's what the live aligned method's all about. So if you're struggling to follow through, this is how it helps. So one thing to point out, the person said, I truly want to change. I just don't know how to break these patterns. This means that they're not lazy. They're not unmotivated. This is the sign that they're motivated when they want to change. If you want to change something, that means you have already decided that something isn't suitable or you want something different and you have something driving that motivation. So you are motivated, you just don't know how to break these patterns. And we don't have to get into the why, like we briefly touched on that, but what can we do to break the patterns is identify what's causing them and then break them. So if you don't have that, then you're going to feel stuck. You're going to feel like something's wrong with you, like you're not good enough. You'll call yourself lazy or low willpower or undisciplined or anything like that. And that's not the case. You just don't know how to identify those patterns and what to do to break them. And then you're just trying to tough them out and like work harder and grind harder. And then like that sucks. So don't do that. This is why I kind of know what to focus on. And it's the three parts of the live aligned method: vision, focus, and practice. So vision first is understanding why you want what you want. Now, a lot of times, like you can have this perfect idea of like you do everything as soon as you want to, you don't procrastinate. Like it's easy to find in things that you don't want, but really when you start to look at the clear vision, it's about what you do want and the best steps to take to get there. So that's the vision. The focus is the individual choices and items and actions that will build that vision day by day. And practice is having a system for accountability and making adjustments that can keep you focused on that vision. So vision, focus, and practice. So this person, they already have a bunch of ideas for vision, but they don't have the specific steps in here. And it's actually the reverse of the challenges that we usually see. Usually people will pick specific actions, but then they don't know why they want to do it. This person has this idea of what the healthy, fulfilling life of their dreams look like, what that looks like for them, but they don't have the steps to apply it effectively and stay in practice. So when you have vision, focus, and practice, you're better able to understand what's going on, why you're doing what you're doing, and then you can shift your behaviors to match your long-term goals, whether that's eating healthier, staying on diet, eating less sugary foods, getting active more on a daily basis, or any of the tasks you have to do in your business or applying for jobs, anything like that, big projects you're working on. It comes down to having a clear vision the individual steps that it takes to build it, and how to stay in practice with it. All right. So that, just consider that. Think about that. Subscribe to the channel. I'm talking about this all the time. And then another thing to point out here, this person's a student. You might not have thought about it, but a lot of people don't realize that ambition is a drive, right? That it's a big factor here, but success takes time. So you can want a lot of things and try to go for it, right? But the success to get there still takes time in terms of the implementation, the action, and follow through and staying on path to get there, right? So when you realize that there are two different phases, it helps a lot. And that way you don't feel bad for not matching your ambitions. You've recognized that there's a process in order to build that success that you want for yourself. Something that I realized when I was younger is identifying as ambitious means that your goals can't be met in a short span of time. Now, it's hard to describe it, but sometimes people think that, if you aren't achieving your goals rapidly, that means you're lazy. But the thing is, if your goals are big enough, you won't be able to achieve them rapidly. You have to be able to stay resilient and keep practicing so that you can keep building that up. Because if it was not ambitious, if it was more typical, then it would be like a regular weekly chore that everyone does, right? Like doing your laundry. It takes some ambition, but you wouldn't call yourself ambitious for doing your laundry, right? That's just something that you can do quickly that needs to be done. But if you have a bigger picture, a bigger vision, then it takes more time, focused and locked in, and making more adjustments and seeing more failures and challenges in order to make that vision come true. Let me know what you think in the comments of that. Also, check out that No Willpower Health Habit System. I break this down step by step so you know how to make your dreams a reality, lead the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams without feeling bad about yourself. It makes it easy to follow through. And you don't need willpower to feel bad about yourself to do it. All right. And then next, if you got some more time, watch this. Thinking weight loss is about discipline hurts your confidence. I'll put that right here. I love that one. So let me know what you think in the comments. As always, keep practicing. Peace.